talk about it. Sailor Peace is taking Roblox by storm, and it's a real contender, and it is actually beating Bloxfruits. Now, Bloxfruits has been around for ages. I think potentially 4 years. Probably gonna check that. But it's never really had a massive contender in the anime community. We had Jujutsu Infinite go really, no, Jujutsu Shenanigans go really well, but that has really nothing to do with Bloxfruits. But have had a new game over the past couple weeks called Sailor Peace. Sailor Peace. Now, Sailor Peace's like rise to the popularity it has is deliberate, and it's done really well. And there's 10 reasons why this is actually happening. So we're going to go through these 10 reasons within this video. But let's first start with, this isn't a reason, but it's just enjoyable to play. I've been playing Sailor Peace over the past couple, I think 2-3 weeks, non-stop, because this game is so fun to play. So we're going to go straight into this, and we're going to go with reason 1. Now, reason 1's a really strong one. With anime community and the anime watchers and manga readers, you have these people who only read or watch one specific anime or manga. Most specifically, One Piece. This is because of the amount of episodes One Piece has. It has over 1,000 episodes, going from the beginning one to Egghead, and multiple different filler episodes because the pacing is horrendous. Still a great anime, and I love it. But with Sailor Peace, it includes so many different animes. It's got One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, Bleach, Demon Slayer, and like many more. And this is really helpful when you have anime watchers who only really watch one anime, because if they're watching one anime, they will enjoy Sailor Peace. And if that anime is not One Piece, which it so often is, that's why Bloxfruits has so many players, because it is just more One Piece. I know it might have links to other animes. I haven't actually played it that much, so I wouldn't know. But Sailor Peace is not just One Piece. And it does have devil fruits, like the Quake or the Flame Fruit, which are linked to One Piece. So, but yeah, they have a bunch of different animes for the people who watch one anime, read one manga, or who just watch everything, which is why the player counts come so much. Reason 2 is that the updates are really, really consistent. So far, I think they've had an update every 1 or 2 weeks, which is really great, and it just, it fuels the players' excitement for the game. But around 2 weeks ago, it only had 300,000 players, which is a lot of players, but Bloxfruits had more. Now, with Sailor Peace, they made an update 2 weeks ago, I think it was, titled The Massive Update, or The Big Update, I can't remember which one. But this added so much stuff and made the game feel fresh again. It added the level count up, it had more melees and swords, and so many more things. Also, with this updating, it has all these different clans, races, traits, and with all these, you have to spin for the best ones, and it just feels as if grinding is amazing. And now this takes us on to reason 3. The grinding is really enjoyable because you're grinding for levels, you're grinding for traits, clans, races, all these different types of things. And also you have to grind for weapons, you have to grind for stuff that does damage, you have to grind for auras, cosmetics, accessories, artifacts, so many different things. But you're not just grinding for one way, you're not just grinding for that level. You've got to grind outside of that level. Once you reach the level cap, that's not it. You have to push and push. And to finish the whole game, and at this current state, I think it probably take 50 hours of Sailor Peace, or just incredible luck, obviously, to get all of it done. which is an incredibly long amount of time, which if you do have the time to do it, you really enjoy this game. Reason 4 is the abilities. The abilities are absolutely outstanding, and they keep adding new types of abilities and new number of abilities. So I think now we have is 5, I'm pretty sure, which was in the most recent update that I'm recording, the Moon update. And the abilities just are so good, and they're so well balanced. You've got the worse abilities, having lower cooldowns, which is, I know, a lot in most games. But also the animations are so crisp. Now, I've seen some Bloxroot's animations, and they do look pretty good. But the Sailor Piece animations just look absolutely beautiful. And you can tell the creators have spent a lot of time on it. Now we're going to move into reason 5, which is bosses. Which Sailor Piece is not the original for. Let's get this clear. Sailor Piece did not make bosses. But their bosses are like really good, raising in like being between really easy to defeat and really hard to defeat, which makes it really good. They have drop chances. If you want to get something really badly from a boss, you've got to beat it multiple times unless you're really lucky, which means you have to grind the game more, which means you play it more and you enjoy it more, which is a great way to get people playing. We've also got quests, which is reason 6. Quests are great. You have to go through these things, find stuff to unlock the Soul Dominion Islands. You have to do a Hogyuku quest, which I've got a video about. And you've got to unlock like seals, unlock all these different things using quests. And quests make you have to find the stuff, which takes a while unless you look up a tutorial, which is the boring way. So with this reason, you have to take a while to find it, which means you're playing the game and you're enjoying it more. All these reasons seem to add up to the same thing. You are enjoying the game and you're playing it for a long time. Reason 7 is the difficulty. Now, this ranges so much, and it's really good because to get to the highest amount of like ability, you have to grind the game for ages, like to get everything the best it can possibly be. I think that's 100 hours to get everything. But you start off and you can get stuff in between so easily. You just have to put the work and effort in. And if you're putting the work and effort in, yet again, you're enjoying it and playing the game. We've got reason 8, the content. Now, I know every single Roblox game that is quite popular has content. You just can't lie. On YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch, on anything. But this game, obviously as it's new, has a lot more excitement around the content and all the different stuff around it. Now with the content, you go, you watch your favourite Roblox YouTuber and he's posted something on this new game called Sailor Piece. You try and play Sailor Piece and you really enjoy it, which is great for the Sailor Piece devs, the creators, and also the content creator you're supporting. So yeah, this makes more people play the game. We've got reason 9, which is dungeons. Now the dungeons, I don't think it has enough dungeons yet, but obviously they're going to add to it. You have a dungeon island, and this has so many different modes that you have to work your way up through. You've got easy, medium, hard. I think there's one between extreme, but it could just be extreme, and this is just really good to play with. And you have 3 different types of dungeons, which give you different types of things, different types of rewards you get for beating the dungeon. And you have the tokens that you can use to buy stuff from the dungeon shop. And the infinite tower, you get a sword. If you play it enough, you get the Abyssal Empress, which you have to grind for a lot and do a lot of infinite tower to get the Abyssal Empress. Now, the final reason we're going to go through in today's video is the different types of damage. You've got melee, you've got the swords, and you've got the powers. All 3 of these are really fun, but you have to grind for each one, apart from maybe powers, because you only have to spin them. You have to grind for each one to get it to be good. But you also have to get good clans, traits, races to get good damage. Also, a way of upgrading your damage is, there are so many different ways of doing it. You have the enchantments, you have the skill tree, you have the leveling up, upgrading your skill stats. You have so many different ways, which is really enjoyable to level yourself up and get the most amount of damage possible. You've also got stuff like crates. Crates is really good because, if you know, crates are addiction. But obviously they're not doing this as in CS2 crates. You don't pay actual money to it, but you really want to get the best out of these crates. And these chests, you want to get the best out of the mythical chest, the secret chest, which is really rare. And you want to get the best thing you can possibly get. And now, just as an extra, we've got to say, the music is banging. It's around the same song or two, but it's still great music to grind to. But yeah, so if you guys have stuck with me throughout this video, please consider dropping a sub, maybe liking the video, because this has taken really long to make. But I hope you guys have a really good day and have the best life. See you guys in the next one.